to Rose Drifts and Coffee. So I went to this networking event the other day, and they were talking about whether or not they thought it was responsible to have a pet if you're an entrepreneur. It was just this whole conversation about everybody and their pets and whether they had time. And I don't know, I thought it was kind of interesting, and I thought it would be cool if we chatted about it, because some people's perspectives are just so different than mine. You know, I feel like a pet is an animal that requires love and nurturing and attention. Depending on the kind of animal that you have, it needs certain amounts of food and exercise and sunshine. And, you know, I'm kind of one of those crazy pet owners. I don't have a pet right now. My pet's passed away over the last 2 years. It's sad. But I had a dog for 17 and a half years, and you know, I feel like your dog needs to go on walks and go to the park and exercise and eat the best food. And I don't think my dog is a person. I think they speak dog language and they're dogs. But I think that they require things to have awesome lives. And so for me, if I don't have time for my pet, then I don't want to have a pet. And ever since I had Ayla, I all of a sudden didn't have very much time for my dog. It's so funny because I said to myself, oh, that'll never happen. When I have a baby, I'll have just as much time for my dog. It's amazing, actually. People told me that that's what was going to happen, and I think it's actually kind of shocking that they were right, because it's not that I didn't love my dog anymore, but how could I not give my dog the same amount of attention? And I really didn't. And I felt really guilty about it. I felt like I'm such a jerk, and I certainly wasn't trying to be a jerk. And I didn't lock my dog in the closet, so we're not talking about abuse here. But the attention that I gave the dog before I had Ayla and after was totally different. And I felt like I wasn't being responsible. I felt like the dog felt sad, wanted to hang out and do more things and go out and exercise. And you know what? Maybe I have it all wrong. Maybe their perception of quality of life is totally different than ours, and maybe it doesn't need to be walked once a day. Maybe it's okay to have an apartment dog. And I actually do think it's okay to have an apartment dog. I just think you got to exercise your dog. And what I often see is people who have dogs and they're not taking care of them, or they're taking care of them similarly to how they're taking care of themselves. Maybe they're not exercising and eating well, so neither is the dog, and they're projecting their bad habits onto the dog, which I think is unfair. And I think we do the same thing with children. And that upsets me, and maybe it sounds judgmental, and so be it. I feel that it's tough when we make decisions for other people, but, you know, welcome to being parents. We're all making choices that we think are the best ones for our kids. And if we took a poll amongst parents, we might find that they don't agree with all of our strategies when it comes to child rearing. So the debate is out there. Should you have a pet if you're an entrepreneur? I don't know. What do you think? I think be responsible. If you don't have time to feed and exercise your animal, then don't do it, because they deserve love and attention. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.